All right, good morning from here. Welcome to this live session. It's been a while. Like we said earlier on before the starting of this week, we said that this is going to be a bit of a volatile trading week because of the FOMC that has just passed. You can see the market volatility for yesterday. Okay. Well, that is now all over. Right now, we're expecting some news announcement from the Euro axis. They should also see some volatility in the Euro pairs. But since all three news announcements will be released at once, chances are that we might not see a price in one clear direction. But at any rate, be very careful trading the Euro crosses this early morning, and also the Canadian dollar crosses later in the day. All right, let's move into the charts and just very quickly analyze a few pairs. All right, let's begin from the American dollar against the Swiss franc. If you remember, we talked about this being an area of resistance, and you can see how price has reacted off that level. In fact, for those of you who are in the Telegram channel, we did a show. Let me see if I can find that. Okay. I think this is it. Let me just see again. Telegram channel. All right, so this is it for those of you who are in the Telegram channel. This was what we expected to see. That price is actually going to come down from the weekly time frame. We said possibly high probability trend collapse setup. Well, it did happen, but we didn't get the entry. Okay, that's it in the weekly time frame. You can see that chart, just like we shared. You can see how price just crashed to the downside from that point. Well, we didn't get the entry, and so unfortunately we didn't take the trade. That is the discipline that is required. Okay, you don't take every single trade, but at any rate, we know we do know that our price action analysis is very accurate in terms of directional biases. Okay, all right, let's just see what's going on right now in the daily time frame of the American dollar against Swiss franc. Let's take out this line. We now have price trading below a level of support. Okay, that level of support here. So all we need to do now is to wait for price to make that pullback, possibly for another push to the downside. This pair, the directional bias for this pair has now changed. Price is now trending to the downside, as you can see. So it is important that we keep searching for short opportunities. Although in the in the very shorter time frame, it will be a bit difficult to trade this pair for now. Just give me a minute. All right, so let's mark yesterday's low. Okay, so as you can see, this is a straight fall in the 1 hour time frame. So this is not tradable at all. All right, you cannot trade that. It's a straight fall, and so don't feel you have missed a trading opportunity. You didn't miss. The best you could do was to watch this just keep pushing to the downside. All right, so we need to wait for something to develop. Let's keep waiting. This is still bearish, but then no entry for now. All right, the Swiss franc against the Japanese yen. Okay, no need to waste your time here too much. Price is giving us a flat top triangle. Let's wait for the breakout. All right, let's wait for the breakout. American dollar against the Canadian dollar. This was another one. If you remember, we did share this chart where we talked about price. That this is a trap. All right, we talked about this being a trap. A lot of traders would have clicked on their buy button there, and right now they are sitting at a loss. We did analyze that price is likely going to turn to the downside and coming back to the outer trend line right there. That was also shown in the Telegram channel. Let me see. Okay, that's it right here. You can see we shared this. Okay, we said that 1.3429 is a critical resistance. All right, this was expected, and of course, if you go into the chart, you will see how price just crashed from there on to the downside. Again, we didn't take any trade, but then we have the confirmation that the trading strategy is very okay. Our price analysis, our price action analysis is perfect in terms of directional bias. Okay, all right, so right now what do we have? We just keep this level here. This is a key level of resistance right now. We can take this out, place it somewhere on it here as support. Okay, so we'll keep searching for short opportunities. We'll be waiting for price to make some pullbacks, maybe to that soon. Then from there on, we can look for our short entries. For now, it's also a straight move. We didn't take any entries, so just be patient. All right, so you can see the straight move in the 1 hour time frame. Let's keep this level here as intraday resistance and this intraday support. This is this. It was the straight move to the downside. You wouldn't have traded that, okay? Just no setup in the intraday time frames. All right, so the Australian dollar against the American dollar. We also analyze this as price trading around the support zone. If you go into the Telegram channel as well, I'm sure you should be able to see. Let me see that Australian dollar. Okay, that's it there. Australian dollar against the American dollar, which we identified this level of support where we talked about this counter trend line coming around that area. This is support zone. All right, we said don't go short around that area. You can see how price reacted off that point in the chart. All right, see that this was actually that level, all of those levels that we connected. All right, and we talked about an area of support, and price excuse me, price just reacted off that level. Well, again, we didn't take this trade. That's because it did not confirm, the trading strategy did not confirm the entry, and so we didn't take the trade. Okay, we didn't take the trade. That's the discipline that is required. For those of you who have been with us, you know the trades we have taken. They have done excellently well. All you need to do is just be patient. All right, take only those high quality trading opportunities. Do not force trades, even though they tend to give you some confirmation. Sorry, for this month we have not done badly. Let me just go to the my Facebook account so you can see what you have. Okay, so far for our trading history, we are at 122%. You can see that. If you scroll down, repeat again, you will see that for this month we have not done badly. We are at 6.15% account growth. This is fantastic. We are not in a hurry. Okay, so we are just making money as the trading opportunities call for the trades. So all through this year it has been positive. Okay, so let's stick to that. We will take those trades that have a high probability for us. Okay, so for the Australian dollar against the American dollar, what's going to happen? Well, we are expecting a potential expanding triangle. That's what I am expecting right now. Okay, for those of you who know how to analyze this. All right, so we're expecting a potential expanding triangle. If this holds true, that means this pair has the capability to keep pushing even to that area. Okay, even to that area. So for the Australian dollar against the American dollar, be very hesitant searching for short opportunities. For us, we will keep searching for only long opportunities in this pair. All right, let's just keep that aside. How about the American dollar against the Japanese yen? Well, this is another pair that we have analyzed in the weekly time frame, and we talked about price having the room, okay, to fall to the downside in this price sideways behavior, this kind of flat bottom triangle. So we called for traders to keep searching for short entries. We got a lot of hesitation around that area. All right, a lot of hesitation. Then suddenly there was a straight move to the downside. Well, like I said, seems to be the norm for this week, and there is just nothing you can do about that. Let's keep our level there right now as our level of resistance. This is a nice one that might give us a nice trading opportunity in the future. This is a nice level of former support that may now act as resistance. So let's simply wait for price to make that a pullback, and from there on we can look for our short entries. All right, I am not saying you should go short as soon as price comes here. All right, you don't do that. We are trading a strategy that works, and so until the strategy calls for short entries, then we can go short. For we don't just go short because price has made that pullback. Okay, if you take the entry, you are totally on your own. But for those who are in the live trading room, who are subscribers, you are going to get the signal of the trade once we are ready to get involved. Just like we do send you signals here. Okay, we do send you all of those signals. You can see the charts for especially, just look at this, the New Zealand dollar against the Canadian dollar. We call for this a signal, and if you look at that chart right now, let's see that New Zealand dollar against the Canadian dollar, we called for that to trade when price was somewhere around in here. All right here you can see how price has now dropped up to that level. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so you need to wait for this signal. All right, so for the American dollar against the Japanese yen, wait for price to make the pullback. We are going to let you know when to get involved. The directional bias for now is still to the downside. All right, the sterling pounds against the Japanese yen. This is one that I am thinking that I should go short. In fact, I do want to go short, but just for one reason. All right, one reason. Price has really gone far in the very long term, the weekly time frame. I wish what I am seeing now is happening around somewhere here, just here. If it was happening around here, I will not be hesitant to go short. In the daily time frame, you can clearly see how price has made that pullback to test that level of former support, which is now holding as resistance. I would have clicked on my sell button for price to keep pushing to the downside, but for the fact that we are just too down in the weekly time frame, price has really come down. I really do not want to be selling around all of these areas. That's my only reason here. Otherwise, the setup itself is valid. All right, it is valid. I'm expecting the price will make some push to the downside. I'm just going to skip this, but if you want to trade it, make sure you reduce your lot size. Your stop loss should be somewhere around it here, your entry is somewhere around it here, then maybe price can push to the downside. But I am not just comfortable taking the trade, so I'm going to pass on this. I'm going to just let it go. Okay, I'm going to just let it go. There are many trading weeks ahead, so we are going to find many trading opportunities. All right, the euro against the American dollar. Remember, we analyzed this before. We also talked about the possibility of price making some turn around that zone, and you can see how that played out. So right now we can take off this level. Okay, take off this level. I am beginning to think again that this might be possible. All right, as the newest pattern formation here. Okay, so it's been from range to range. So the euro against the American dollar, this is not the right place to go long. Price is looking to go into channel, maybe there, then there again. The overall bias of this channel, if this channel breaks, it is likely going to break to the upside. Okay, so but for now, this is not an ideal location to go long. Price is likely going to come back down again. From there on, we can see some push again to the upside, so don't go long around that level. All right, folks, there are just too many pairs to analyze, but the fact remains that we do not have valid entries for now. So be patient. You need to be extremely patient, not to lose your money. The future is quite bright. There are still many trading days ahead. That means we are going to find many trading opportunities. Okay, but if you want to take any aggressive entry based on this review, please reduce your lot sizes and make sure you manage those trades. For me, I am not taking any trade. I will wait until I get a valid entry. Okay, thanks for watching. If you have questions or contributions, feel free, send them across, and we'll be very happy to respond to them. Do have a fantastic weekend. Trade carefully. Bye bye.